I thought you didn't care. That's exactly what he said to me. And my heart just stopped right there in that moment. I waited 3 whole days to reply to one simple message. He said, "I thought you weren't interested in me." And I wanted to cry right there in that coffee shop. Let me start from the very beginning of this story. My name is Ronnie. I almost lost someone because I overthink everything. It was a quiet Tuesday afternoon. The sky was gray. I finished work early and I wanted something warm to drink. So I walked to a small coffee shop near my office. I opened the door and I almost bumped into someone there. A tall guy wearing a nice blue jacket stood there. Oh, I am so sorry about that.
It's okay.
He held the door open for me, like a gentleman. We both ordered our coffee at the counter together. I got a warm latte. He got a strong Americano. Every single seat was taken. Every table was completely full. I stood there holding my cup, feeling really awkward.
Hey, do you want to share a table with me?
My brain was screaming, "Say no, this is so weird." But my mouth said, "Okay, thank you so much." His name was Ethan. He worked at a design studio nearby. I am really not good with strangers. I usually just freeze.
Do you come here often? What do you do for work?
He listened carefully. He laughed at all the right moments. He just talked to me like I really mattered to him. And I felt calm. That feeling is really rare for me because I usually overthink absolutely everything in my life. But with Ethan, my brain just got really quiet for once. We talked for almost an entire hour. Then he had to go.
Can I text you sometime soon?
I gave him my number before I could think twice. He smiled, waved goodbye, and then he left the shop. I walked home feeling light. Something small, but very real. That night, I was lying in bed scrolling through my phone. And then it happened. My phone suddenly lit up bright. A message from Ethan. "I had a really nice time today." 9 words. Simple, warm, very kind and sweet. My fingers moved to reply. And then they completely stopped. That was the start of my biggest mistake ever, friends. Should I reply now? What if I look too interested? So I texted my best friend Mia for real advice. Should I reply to him now? Or should I wait? Reply now, Ronnie. Please don't overthink this whole thing. But I didn't listen. I told myself she doesn't understand. I need to play it cool. I cannot look desperate. 10 minutes passed. Then 30. Then a whole hour passed. No, Ronnie. This is how you ruin absolutely everything good. The next morning, I checked my phone the very first thing. No new message. Of course not. He already sent his. Then my little sister Lily came right into my room. Lily is 15 and way too smart for her own age. Why are you making that weird face this early, Ronnie? Ronnie, this message is 12 hours old. You didn't reply yet? I am playing it cool. That's what people do these days. Nobody plays it cool anymore. That idea is so old. Just reply to him right now. Stop making it weird. You don't understand anything. You are only 15 years old. She rolled her eyes and left my room really fast. But the whole day, her words stayed inside my head. 12 hours, then 15, then 20 whole hours passed by. I started to feel really sick about this whole situation. Another day passed. Another one. And I still didn't reply. Not because I didn't care about him at all, but because I cared way too much. That was the real truth. The saddest thing I have ever realized about myself. On the third day, I finally opened the chat with him. My hands were shaking. My heart was beating so fast. I typed, "Sorry for the really late reply. I had a nice time." I pressed send before I could chicken out of this. Then I waited. 1 hour. 2 hours. A whole day. No reply came back to me. Nothing at all. Deep down inside, I already knew what had happened. The silence wasn't quiet anymore. Now it felt very heavy. Days passed. No message. No explanation. Just heavy silence everywhere. And I had nobody left to blame but only myself. I called Mia crying. I told her everything from the start. Ronnie, you didn't lose him because he didn't like you. You lost him because you didn't trust yourself in that moment. I sat on my bed and cried for a whole hour. Because she was absolutely right about everything she said. I was so afraid of looking desperate in front of him. So I ended up looking like I didn't care at all. I was so afraid that I ended up doing absolutely nothing. Nothing is sometimes the worst thing you can ever do. I missed the way he listened so carefully to me. I missed something that never even really started between us. A week later, I went back to that same coffee shop. Maybe my feet remembered something my brain wanted to forget. I opened the door, and then I saw him sitting there. Ethan. Same table, same blue jacket, same strong Americano. He looked up. Our eyes met across the table. I walked over to him slowly. I said, "Hi, Ethan. How are you?"
Ronnie, I honestly thought you didn't care about me.
I did care, Ethan. I just waited way too long.
You didn't reply for 3 whole days, Ronnie. I thought Maybe I read the whole thing completely wrong.
I was overthinking everything. I was so scared, Ethan. I didn't want to look desperate in front of you. So I ended up looking like I didn't care instead. I am so sorry about all of this, Ethan. Really.
Ronnie, honestly, I was waiting too this whole time. I almost deleted your number from my phone twice already.
2 people. Both interested. Both waiting. Both afraid of rejection. And both of us were completely wrong about everything. But looking like we don't care is so much worse. I'd like to see you again. Soon. Like this week, Ethan.
Me too, Ronnie. How about tomorrow evening, if you are free?
Tomorrow evening sounds absolutely great to me, Ethan. Love doesn't need perfect timing or clever messages at all. It just needs honesty and trust in your own heart. Is there a message you have been afraid to send? Send the message. Make the call. Just say the thing. Remember, don't overthink it. Just send it right now, okay?